why are you withholding the child from supervised visitation?
Because he broke the no contact order.
Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I have a clip for you from Commissioner Jill Karmy at the Cowlitz County Superior Court in Washington. She has a mother who has decided on her own to withhold visitation from her ex. And she's doing this because she says he broke a no contact order. She gets very condescending to Commissioner Karmy and through this process, but it turns out what happened was he was at a location, she walked in, he immediately left, and she believes he broke the no contact order. So she believes she has every right to withhold visitation from him. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. So I'll let you guys be the judge.
Okay, number 5 on my list, Desiree Kamba and Ruben Kamba.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, this is 213-0054208. Mr. Kamba, I see you have your hand raised. Are you able to hear the court?
Oh, yeah, I was just making sure you seen that we were here. Thank you.
Yes. So on your case, this was originally there's been a lot of service issues we have had on different cases. What we are here on today for 12-6 is this was set for Mr. Kamba's contempt hearing against Desiree Kamba. That declaration, I'm just looking to see when the service of that was made. Mr. Kamba, the affidavit I have on file is that the contempt hearing and the order for contempt, the declaration of Ruben Kamba and Sabrina Clements was served on November 22, 2023.
Yeah, I believe that was by the sheriff's department.
Okay.
I went to the sheriff's.
You went to the sheriff's department?
Yep.
Okay. So that's about 14 days of service. We require 21. So it's not timely. Ms. Kamba, it's up to you if you want to proceed today or set this over.
No, I would like to be done with this.
So I won't, and just to be clear, I won't be hearing your motion for contempt. The only thing on for today is Mr. Kamba's motion for contempt. Do you want to move forward on that today?
Yeah, but don't you hear my declaration that I served him, or no?
Your responsive declaration to his contempt motion, yes, but I want to be very clear. I'm not hearing your contempt motion today.
Right.
This would only be his.
Right. So I'm okay with moving forward because his declaration is a lie and I have proof of it.
Okay. And then Mr. Kamba, to confirm, can you go ahead and put your hand down, Mr. Kamba?
No, I still had that. Sorry.
It's okay. I did it for you. Did you receive Ms. Kamba's declaration in response to your motion for contempt?
Yeah.
Okay. So Mr. Kamba, go ahead with what you want the court to know.
Well, as of like over 2 months ago, September 27th, I believe, Desiree has withheld visits from my son, claiming that I broke a restraining order because, like I said in the paperwork, I was just merely in the same place as her, but I was there like 40 minutes prior. And then when she did show up, I did leave. So that was her thing of saying that I was contempt. And with that being said, she decided to take it into her own, she decided to keep my son from me since then. So that's why I've been trying to get into court, and we finally got her served, and hopefully she has some answers for us, because she hasn't made any attempts to reschedule any any visits with my son. And I would like to move to unsupervised visits. If
That's not what you're in front of the court for. You have filed a contempt motion. So
okay,
we are specifically here on whether it looks like your primary allegation is that she has incorrectly withheld visitation.
she
Correct?
has, yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and we were in court before, and I believe you were the one that was addressing her saying that I was at the YMCA and that I did supposed things. And even though you clearly said that nothing happened because I left and I did the right thing, and then she's trying to bring it up again. So that's why I'm trying to move forward in this.
So I'm going to hear from her in just a second, but I need to be really clear. I think both parties are conflating a lot of issues. So there's separate issues here. It is, what should the overall visitation look like? That's a big issue in your case, but not before me today. What's been cited on for today is your contempt motion arguing that she has incorrectly withheld the children, but then you're also bringing in evidence about her allegations that you have violated a restraining order, which really relate to her untimely contempt motion that I am also not hearing today. So I just want to be really clear. Today is a very narrow hearing on whether I believe Ms. Kamba is in contempt. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Ms. Kamba, but I want you to be really narrowly tailoring your argument to the issue of whether you are not abiding by the parenting plan, and if you aren't, why not?
So I guess I am not abiding by the parenting plan, but in Ruben's statement in his declaration, which is an RCW 9A7202, he is committing perjury. Is that he had no idea of the no contact order, and he did. And so the reason I am not allowing him to be a part of Gabriel's life is because he, again, broke the no contact order.
So it was an amended no contact.
No, just a minute. I'm going to go. So Ms. Kamba, you are saying that you are withholding visitation with the child. Is that still continuing?
Yes.
Is there any protection order in place between Mr. Kamba and the child?
Yes.
No, it's been modified for visits.
I sent everybody a copy of what the modification says. It says minor, third party, on the behalf of supervision, paragraph 6 and 7 and 8. It still protects contact between parties.
Hold on, I'm just going to pull that up. Which no contact order are you referring to, ma'am? What's the date?
Well, we got our original ones and then we modified them. The paperwork that I gave you guys all said that we all signed it May 9 of this year. His attorney, he had an attorney at the time. His name's Joshua Baldwin, was in that case.
This is the criminal no contact order. And it says there's a basis to modify the order of protection to allow visitation as set in the parenting plan.
My understanding was that I was allowed to contact my son. At that time, I didn't know exactly what happened, because my attorney, he just said I could see him, and then that's it. I wasn't told anything else.
Just a second, I'm trying to make sense of this, because the only protection order, ma'am, that you're supplying to the court is from the criminal case. And it
That's
does,
the only one we have.
hold on, let me finish. That one says, hey, follow the family law parenting plan. And the civil protection orders, any civil protection orders involving the parties are dismissed. So the only one we have is the criminal one, and it says follow the family law case. So I guess I'm very confused why you're withholding visitation and thinking it's okay. So how
Because
Ms. Kamba?
he broke the no contact order. He made a conscious decision, even in his paperwork. He says he saw us walk in, and then he refused to leave after.
Who has decided that he broke the no contact order? A court or you?
A no contact order says he's not allowed to contact me or the child.
What? There is not a no contact order that says he can't contact the child.
Yes, it's only modified minor.
It's what?
It's modified minor that there is still a no contact order. It's still in place. It's just modified. Judge Hahn gave it to us.
The modification that I am reading is that Mr. Kamba is to follow the parenting plan under this case.
Right, which he did not. If he's making contact with a child that is not in supervised visits, that is breaking the no contact order. Says third party.
But okay, so ma'am, why are you withholding the child from supervised visitation?
Because he broke the no contact order, and I've been trying to see a judge to figure out what happens because he broke the no contact order. But everybody keeps dismissing me. I got assaulted 2 years ago. My life has been hell because of this guy. He stalked me. He's almost made me lose my job. I don't know what else to do. I've been trying to get in front of a judge. So why does he get to see anything if he's done all of this and then broke the no contact order?
I am looking at his criminal history, and I do not see any charges brought for violation of a no contact order. That would be a gross misdemeanor if he had done that. I don't see that.
He even admitted to it.
Ma'am, I need you. I can't understand you. Slow down and tell me exactly. You can't just take matters into your own hands and say, because I don't like something he did, I'm now not going to follow a court order. That's not what you do.
So he doesn't get to get punished for anything he does.
Ma'am, listen to me.
Do you think that's safe for my child to be with who already has behavior issues?
Ms. Kamba, you have brought motions for contempt against him.
Yes.
They have not. Hold on, ma'am, I'm going to mute you if you can't let me finish. You have brought motions for contempt against him, but you have not properly served them, so the court has not been able to hear that matter. You now are telling me that despite not having a ruling on that issue, despite there not being any sort of criminal charge for violation of a no contact order, that you believe you can withhold supervised visitation because you believe he came in contact with you and or the child. Is that what you're telling me?
I guess so.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I have no choice but to find that you are willfully refusing to follow a parenting plan. The only remedy though that I am putting into place is that you must go back to the parenting plan that is in place. You cannot choose to withhold the child because you feel something went wrong. The parenting plan in place with supervised visitation needs to be followed. I'm not putting, hold on, I'm not putting any other penalties on you, punitive damages, anything like that. But I am finding that you have willfully withheld the child from supervised visits.
Okay.
You must bring the child to the professionally supervised visits.
Okay.
I'm not issuing any monetary penalty, nor does it request me to do so. Mr. Kamba is asking for makeup time.
Nope.
I'm crossing out that request and I'm indicating, who are you using for professional supervision?
Reconnecting families.
Okay. I'm gonna put, how long, how many visits, Mr. Kamba, have you missed with the child?
Probably like 8 or 9 at this point, Your Honor, and I'd like to see what it is that I could do to move forward and so that I could have unsupervised, because
Yeah, you'll have to hold on. Like I said at the beginning, not in front of me today. You all, as representing yourselves, would have to bring some sort of motion and note it on for a docket requesting a change in visitation. So feel free to do that. All I'm addressing today is the contempt, and I'm going to indicate that the makeup visitation to be scheduled with the professional supervisor according to their availability. Mr. Kamba, you had requested that I enter in this order that you move up to phase 2 and have unsupervised visits. I am declining to make that decision in a contempt motion. I'm going to go ahead and sign this document.
So, I have a question.
Go ahead, ma'am.
He's allowed to commit perjury in his declaration. How is that okay?
Ma'am, I'm not finding any evidence in front of me of perjury today.
I gave it to you.
All right, ma'am, I have signed the order. Please re-engage with professionally supervised visitation. You both are free to log out.
I have one question, Your Honor.
Is it about the contempt motion? I'm not going to hear any other matters.
Kinda. She's supposed to move out of my house, and I want to make sure that I'm gonna be able to know where she is, so when I do serve her paperwork, she's not just avoiding being served like she has been being in my house.
I can't facilitate that process on this docket. So I have handled the issue in front of me, which is the motion for contempt. You both are free to log out. I wish you both the best of luck.
Thank you.
I believe these two are going to come back for the contempt motion that she put in against him because he broke the no contact order for being in a location that she happened to walk into. So I'll keep an eye out for that one. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.